What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tony's Picks Look Ahead show here with yours truly, Vegas Al. Wanted to break down Wednesday, February 25th action. Got quite a bit of sports here to touch on. Hockey is back, so that's one thing to look forward to. Of course, we got some college hoops, NBA hoops to break down. UEFA Champions League, tennis, maybe. So, quite a bit of action here. So let's get into it here. Give me a like and subscribe before anything else. Starting hot. Uh-oh. All right, I'm back. We got Sabres and Devils. When you look here, uh, excuse I I believe we're back. We're back. I'm back. It keeps doing this. One second. Good vibes after Jack Hughes there getting it done for the United States team. I think he carries that momentum through the team here. New Jersey gets it done. Sabres were hot before the break. I think the Devils bounce back here huge after the second half. Like I said, the Jack Hughes momentum angle is where I'm going in that one. We got Avalanche and Mammoth. Black. I'm back. Uh, Fucking StreamYard, man. StreamYard. I'm hitting Tony up right now. Before I do any of that, because it's working, let me try to get through this. Trying to get you guys to get on the Mammoth. 17-10 at home this year. I don't know. I'm not just willing to back a minus 130 Avalanche here just because they've had a great regular season. I'll find a way to get on at least some better value here with the Mammoth at home. Again, 17-10 on their home ice are the Mammoth. We got Oilers and Ducks. Jari versus Dostal. Oilers 7-3 head-to-head. Last 10 meetings versus the Ducks, but the Ducks have won 2 of the last 3. Ducks before the break, 5 straight wins at home. I'll make a case for those Anaheim Ducks here to get it done. A Canadian McDavid hangover is where I'm looking at here. Give me the Ducks here in this one. Yes, I said I'd have some spring training for you guys. Pirates and Braves. Let me get this. It's working as of right now. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. Pirates and Braves. No lines yet on these. You got to wait till the morning. But we got Elder versus Skeens. I'm crazy enough to get on the dog, who I'm expecting to be a dog. The Braves batting last here. Will be the home squad tomorrow. You look, Braves 3-1 here in spring training. Pirates 4-1. I still like Atlanta here to get this done. Fade the ace. Again, these guys are only going to pitch 1 or 2 innings. Next one here, I like the Tigers. This one I will kind of back the ace in Blue Jays and Tigers. Ponce here pitching for the Blue Jays. Casey Mize will be pitching for the Tigers. Obviously not Scooble or nothing, but still a very solid pitcher. Don't mind backing him at least the first couple innings that he's pitching. Tigers 0-3 here, winless in spring training. Blue Jays not much better, but it'll have at least tasted a victory. I think Tigers get their first one here. I'm backing the Tigers in this one. We got Astros, Marlins, Hunter Brown, and Tyler Phillips. Tyler Phillips, a highly touted prospect. This Marlins farm system is very highly touted as I'm speaking of it. Astros 0-2 to start, spring ball. So wouldn't surprise me here to see the Marlins get their 3rd victory. They've already played up to 4 games. This will be their 5th game. So, again, give me the Marlins here in this one. A lot of teams that are batting last. Braves, Tigers, Marlins. Parlay for spring training tomorrow. All right, again, we're going to zip through all these. Atalanta and Dortmund. When you look, Dortmund 2-0 lead there in the aggregate. Aggregate, plus 210 here for Dortmund is where I'm leaning. I think they just stomp on the throats of Atalanta. Not really looking forward to backing this game. It'd either be Dortmund plus the half or Dortmund on the money line in that one. Real Madrid, Benfica, same thing. I think Real Madrid, again, 1-0 up on the aggregate. So should be able to handle business versus Benfica. Real Madrid minus 170. You're probably going to have to go minus 1.5 if you want to get some even or plus money. Either way, I like Real Madrid in that one. Very simple here. Very simple in UEFA Champions Leagues tomorrow. I think PSG had a scare versus Monaco. I think they show up here minus 400 for a reason. This one you might want to take a little both teams to score and PSG here minus the half or whatever you want to do. But you're going to need to find a way to knock down this minus 400. But I think PSG is the correct side to get on in this one. And then the final one, Juventus, Galarazzi. I'm going to keep it simple again. And we have plus money to at least attack with. I'll go to Galarazzi, who dominated Juventus 5-2 last time out. I expect them, again, just keep the foot on the gas, maybe a draw. Again, a lot of these may be the draw, so you might want to be on the plus half a point. You catch my drift. Or the double chance, whatever you guys like to call it. But either way, Galarazzi in this one. All right, we got Warriors, Grizzlies. Zip through all that soccer action. Now we got some real hoops to talk about. NBA action here. Warriors dropped it, obviously, tonight versus the Pelicans. Boy, oh boy, it gives me some cold feet here wanting to back them versus the Grizzlies. 2.5 points they're having to lay. Total 227.5. I'm seeing 3.5s now. Injury report-wise in this one, Horford, Cryer, Porzingis, Curry's, both of the Currys. And then for Memphis, it's still quite a bit of people as well. Coward, Aldama, Brandon Clark, Morant, Edey, Caldwell Pope's out for the year. Kyle Anderson, there's a lot of pieces on both squads out. I think Warriors still, 8th in the West. You would think they have a chance at trying to move up here and get out of the play-in. Kind of dead set where they are, about 7 games ahead of getting out of the play-in. So you could argue they're coasting here at this point. Memphis at home. Looking to back them here. Again, it's a tricky spot, very similar to the Pelican spot that we just saw. I was wrong last time on the Warriors. I'll fade them this time. I'm not going to get on them. Give me the Grizzlies here, minus the 2.5. And this one, we got Spurs and Raptors. When you look here, Spurs, the third best rebounding team in the NBA compared to Toronto, 21st in the NBA in rebounding. Injury report wise in this one, let me get to it. Scotty Barnes is now game time. Jakob Poeltl, Chucky Hepburn. Really a clean injury slate, just Mason Plumlee for the Spurs. Expecting Wembanyama to dominate again with this front court advantage. I do like the Sasha Mamukelashvili prop over his threes, going against his former team here. 38 3-point attempts in the last 7 games, about 5.5 a game here. Mamukelashvili is going to get off here. So I do think if he is going to kill us, if there's going to be somebody that kills us randomly, it might be him. I don't know. Scotty Barnes possibly missing this one would be a definite lean to the Spurs. Even with him, I like the Spurs playing, but I think the line will start to work down from the 7.5. We'll get maybe a 6 or 5.5. Either way, I'm looking the Spurs way here in this one. Just playing way too well right now. 9-10 straight wins. 9-game winning streak, 17-14 to the number on the road this year. You're up money if you're betting the Spurs. Got to go Spurs here in this one. We got Kings and Rockets. Final game I'll talk about NBA-wise. This one I'm just trying to go maybe even a little two-teamer. I think the Rockets blow this team out as well. Saw what they did to the Jazz. I think a very similar opponent here. Two tanking teams clearly here, Kings and Jazz. You look head-to-head these last 15 games between these two teams, 10-5 to the over. Sacramento currently 6 out of their last 8 games have gone over the total. 28th in defensive rating is Sacramento. What scares me a little bit about the over is Rockets, 5th ranked defensive rating here in the NBA. Expect them to be able to lock down this Kings roster. When you get to the injury report in this one, it's Amen Thompson, who's a big part of this Rockets defense. He'll be out. But I still think, again, the defense still, KD will commit to it. Jayshawn Tate will be out as well for the Rockets. But Devin Carter, DeAndre Hunter out for the year, Levine, Carwell, Sabonis, we get it. Their big threes basically out. I don't know. I think they handle business here. Rockets minus the 14 in this one, and then I'm looking at an over. It's not like they necessarily have an insane look ahead here. They just have a 3-game East Coast trip here for the Rockets up next. I could argue, again, competing here, not too far back in the West. So I think they're still playing a competitive, hungry ball. Give me the Rockets here, minus the 14.5. And I do think this 223 total is a little light. So there we go. All right, we got Florida and Texas here. College hoops we will discuss. I'm seeing 6.5. Excuse me 1 second. All right. I'm seeing Florida the 6.5 point favorite. Total 157.5. This one, of course, played in Texas here. Florida on the road. I've been solid on the road this year, though. Very hard to want to step in front of them when you look ATS-wise, what they've done this season. Both teams are averaging 85 points per game. A lot of high-flying offense, despite Florida trending to the under, 17-10. I do think we have a number here at 157 that's just light enough to get over this. Again, Texas 17-9 to the over. 5 straight, actually, for Texas have gone over the total. These two coaches, Sean Miller, Todd Golden, they believe in that NBA push the pace, 7-second or less type offense at times. Don't get me wrong, Florida has bigs that can run the court that helps play the fast pace that they do. Last year's meeting, 84-60. I do think Florida's team has taken a step back from last year, but offensively they can match what they did. And again, completely new Texas team, new coach and everything from last year's game. But they're not going to score 60 like they did. They're going to score at least 75, 80 here, Texas. I think Florida can get up into the 90s. You're looking at a 91-83 final score. I think 157 is a little too light here. Give me Florida minus the 6.5 and over the 157.5, a little two-teamer in that game. we got Xavier and Providence, a very, very interesting line. Providence laid 1.5 last time they're at Xavier and lost that game. Of course, Jason Edwards did not play. That is Providence's leading scorer, main go-to guy. Providence still, 14th in the country in points per game, 87 points per game. Do not sleep on this Providence squad, at least offensively. I get it, they don't win the greatest amount of games here. They're not like an elite team by any means. They can play some defense, they can play some offense, bottom on defense. They're both of these squads, both in the bottom 250 here in defense. You look at Xavier, 1-8 on the road straight up, 6 straight road losses. Again, the revenge angle for Providence, and now having Jason Edwards back in the lineup is a big deal. I don't know what Xavier 6-13 actually 6-13-1 to the number, so down about 7 units the last 20 head-to-head meetings versus Providence. So again, even the historical trend points to Providence. I'll lay it 6.5 here again. Oh wait, and I'll give another over 170.5 here in this one. All right, moving right along, we got a pretty good game here as well. Texas A&M, Arkansas, another 2 high-flying offenses here, at least scoring-wise, 88 points per game, 90 points per game. Both teams not scared to shoot the 3. You look, Texas A&M doing the little things better than Arkansas. I would argue Arkansas is constantly going to be the new Kentucky here, a bunch of blue-chip athletes who not necessarily are going to listen to the fundamentals and do the small things to win. That's my main concern about Arkansas down the stretch. You look, assists, steals, rebounds, shooting percentage numbers as well, all kind of point to Texas A&M. Outside of the points per game and maybe pace, actually both teams play fast pace. A&M, again, 1 game back of Arkansas for the 3 seed and only 3 games back from the number 1 Florida Gators, who we talked about earlier. I think A&M's hungry enough here to stay within this number. I'm seeing 8.5, 7.5. Again, do your line shopping. 8 straight overs as well when these 2 teams have played in Fayetteville. You look, A&M 9-4 to the number here, last 13 SEC games. 7-1 on the road this season, ATS-wise. I got to back Texas A&M here plus the points. But again, I like another high total to go over. These are the over 170s. They're the last 2 ones I've give. And also like the Florida one as well. So there you go. You may want to 3-team those overs. Hate to go square mode tomorrow, but it's middle of the week. Why not? We got LSU, Ole Miss. LSU losers of 5 straight. Ole Miss losers of 9 straight. Pick your poison here. 2 crappy teams. Let's just call it what it is. But I found a little edge, I think. LSU here, 75th in effective field goal percentage. Ole Miss, 247th in effective field goal percentage. Again, that's basically taking better shots is LSU. I think they want to get a win here to get out of last place. The team ahead of them is Ole Miss, so they have a chance here to do it. A prop I like is this Max McKinnon over 20-plus points here for LSU. Give me LSU here in this one. All right, final game I'll talk about. We got DePaul and Creighton. When you look here, Creighton 10 straight wins at home when playing DePaul. Historically have dominated them, but if you look recently, Creighton 1-9 to the number versus the Big East, last 10 Big East games. 7 straight non-covers at home for Creighton, not defending that home court like past years. DePaul 16-10 to the number, just straight back in DePaul. Week in, week out, you're up huge. Creighton 9-19 to the number. I think there's only one way to look here. Give me DePaul plus the 5.5. Don't care about the total. I just think we got some value here with the crappy Blue Demons. Give me DePaul here in this one. There you have it, guys. Broke down just about everything. Soccer, hockey, MLB spring training, of course, NBA college hoops. I did drop my one play today. I was on Utah plus the 13.5. They lose by 16. That was at home. I liked getting on a home dog there who had been 9-3 to the number as an underdog going into that game. Live with it. Iowa State still fool's gold. Looking to fade them come first, second round of the NCAA tournament. I'll have a couple plays up tomorrow. I actually do have an NBA best bet, and I'll have a college best bet. I'll go 2 plays tomorrow. kind of kept it light. Only one play and it loses. It hurts when you do that. But again, keeping it disciplined is what it is. We can definitely get that one unit back tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. But then this weekend, again, another huge weekend ahead of us. So that's where most of the volume will be. Keeping the discipline sharp Monday through Friday. And Saturday, we got to throw some money around. It is what it is. That's where all the money's at. That's how I've been doing it the last month. It's been treating me well. So hopefully we just keep doing that, keeping it going. I'm still, I think, up on the 30-day and 7-day leaderboard. Not trying to beat my chest a little too much. The second you start doing that, it always goes downhill. Again, I'll have probably 1 to 2 plays in tomorrow. Definitely one from college and then one from the pros as well. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Again, link in the description takes you on over to Tony'sPicks.com where our best bets are. I've discussed some of them already. But yeah, there you have it. Give me a like and subscribe before we get out of here. But yeah, thank you guys very much. Make tomorrow a winning day. Peace.